I am here for our Fun Fact Friday, and today we're talking about stress. If you look around you, or maybe in your own life, maybe your stress levels go up and down just depending on, you know, life happens sometimes. Everyone's gonna experience stress at some degree at some point in life because life is 50-50. 50% good and easier, and 50% of the time we're dealing with a lot of different things that can cause us a lot of stress. And there is a lot of things that can happen to us emotionally and physically when we're stressed. But right now, if you are hopping on live, I would love to see if you're in here and if you can hear me. If my audio is good, just give me a little thumbs up in the comments. But I would love to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 5, right now, today, where do you fall with your stress levels? Is stress really high, being a 5? Are you in between? Are you just having a great time and you're only a 1? Put that in the comments. I would love to see where you're at. Me personally today, I am about a 1 or 2. It's my daughter's 15th birthday, and we're gonna have a super, super fun day. Just hustling around trying to get ready for the party. So anyways, if you can share that, that would be awesome. I don't even know if I can see comments when I'm on my computer. So far I'm not, but anyway, hopefully you guys can hear me fine. So let's talk about the emotional side of what can happen when you're in these, high stress seasons. You could experience crying, you could experience anger, difficulty eating, or some people just start to eat more, eating emotionally. You can lose interest in daily things that you normally love to do. Maybe you normally love to walk or be around people or go to lunch, and suddenly you might feel like you lose interest in those things. You can have feelings of guilt, helplessness, hopelessness, and a lot of times people in high stress just avoid family, avoid friends, avoid situations, and just kind of want to be alone. So you can look for some of those signs in your friends or loved ones and notice that and reach out to them and see if they would love to visit with you. Sometimes we just need someone to pick up the phone and give us a call and just check on us and see how we're doing. So if you notice that with anyone, I just encourage you to pick up the phone today. Some of the physical signs are pretty big when we're in these seasons of stress, and so we need to learn how to take care of our bodies when we're in those seasons. And I'm going to give you some tips on what you can do to help support your body so that you don't have some of these physical and deep emotional issues that get packed on. So physical signs might include even panic attacks, sore eyes, tired eyes. Sleep issues are huge and very, very common. And then of course fatigue, just fatigue and tiredness. When our cortisol levels are super high, that is our hormone that is just super high and causing a lot of problems. We don't want that cortisol level to remain high. So stay tuned for some tips. We could experience stomach pain, headaches. Have you experienced any of these? Put it in the comments. I would love to hear. Even things like high blood pressure and heartburn and heart disease. So being in those seasons of stress and not knowing what we can do and just being stressed can really wreak havoc on your physical health. So that's where I want to get into what can we do to support our bodies. And first of all, you just have to recognize that I am in a high stress mode right now, because sometimes people in high stress, sometimes people live in that high stress mode a lot and they just think it's the way life is. But it's not. It's not the way life needs to be. We can support our bodies in many ways when we're in those stressful seasons that do come and go. Like I said, life is 50-50. 50 good, 50 hard. So one of the things that you can do, and you probably know this, is getting active. Getting out, going for a walk, get out in nature. You get, by doing that, those endorphins start going and rising, and it's a chemical in your brain that gives you a sense of calmness and more peace, and that's going to help bring those cortisol levels down, which is what we really, really want. We don't want cortisol levels out of control. If they stay high, It's when a lot of people gain weight around the midsection, and that's really, really hard to get rid of. Another thing that you can do is breathing exercises. And it might sound weird to you, but it is a way to just bring your body back into a state that your body knows it's okay and it is not in this fight or flight where the cortisol level is so high. So we want to bring that down, and breathing exercises are huge. I'm going to put a link in the comments of some videos that will give you some breathing exercises and techniques that you can try. And if you do that, please let us know in the comments how that works for you. So even like rubbing your arm, like if you're in a situation and you're suddenly feeling like your stress level's coming high, if you just rub your arm, I do this. I started doing this like a couple weeks ago, where I notice that I'm getting a little bit stressed or something about, or worried or something like that. And if you just rub your arm, it literally signals your brain that I'm okay. And it works. As crazy as it sounds, it works. And it's so easy to do that no matter where you're at, right? So I'll put that in the comments. Also, red light therapy. Have you guys heard of red light therapy? Who's ever done red light therapy before? I've done it. It's wonderful. I feel amazing after doing it. But red light therapy promotes cellular regeneration and reduces inflammation, which we really want to do that too. It decreases depression and feelings of anxiety and stress. So you can find a spa near you that does red light therapy, and it will be so well worth it. So love to hear if you've ever done that before. Also yoga. I know, yoga, right? Also gratitude journaling. Gratitude really settles down your brain, and it puts you in a totally different state. And it's so wonderful. So even at night, if you start a gratitude journal, just start by listing 5 things that you're grateful for. Even in moments of stress, we can find things we're grateful for, and they might be the smallest things, but the smallest things are huge, and they're working to, not necessarily trick your brain, but get your brain out of that state of fight or flight and more into a calmness, and that gratitude helps with that so much. I do it every night, and it's just a routine and a habit for me, and I would say it really helps me sleep really, really well. You could even do it in the morning. Also, there's some foods to avoid when you're in seasons of stress. Avoid alcohol, caffeine, sugary drinks, processed foods. Avoid the phone, the blue light, the TV at nighttime, right? So there's some tips on foods. Do drink lots of water, focus on more fresh foods, and do try to keep a good night routine that helps you to really, really relax. Maybe a bath, doing gratitude, keeping the TV off, staying off your phone, just doing a routine at night that brings you back into a relaxed state. Maybe you do the deep breathing right when you're about to go to bed. And lastly, you can take supplements. Supplements will also help support your body in these times of stress. And we've got some great supplements that I want to show you right now. The first one I want to show you is called MetaBurn. Who takes MetaBurn? I love MetaBurn. The 5-HTP in it helps with mood. It is amazing. It has an ingredient called rhodiola, which helps specifically lower stress. It helps specifically to lower those cortisol levels. So MetaBurn, you think of fat burner, which it is a natural fat burner, but I have a lot of people that don't need to burn fat that will take even one MetaBurn a day with their lunch just because of the benefits of a relaxed feeling of their mood and their mood feeling happier. I love this. I take one every day. If you are trying to lose some of that belly fat, it does burn that brown fat, which is the fat that we store when our cortisol levels are high. We store that around our stomach or our thighs, and this will help burn that. You'd want to take 2 a day. You could split them up, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Do take it with food. And if you are caffeine sensitive, don't take it with other caffeine products. Otherwise, you're going to be totally, totally fine. So I love MetaBurn for both of those reasons. We also have our new supplement called Sleep. Sleep has, let me see if I can pronounce this right, ashwagandha. I think I did that. And it lowers it specifically. Plexus did this so right, because people who are stressed and have high cortisol levels, they don't sleep. So what do you put in here? You put in something that is going to help lower cortisol levels and lower stress, right? There's other ingredients that also help with mood and or help with your mood. It helps lower stress symptoms, which is what we want, which then also this helps you get a good deep sleep, which of course, sleep is so important. Americans are not getting enough sleep. So that's something you could try as well. Another great product that we have is Vital Biome. This is our chill pill, you guys. If you are struggling with anxiety, depression, you're really stressed out and it's taking you to that level, Vital Biome is wonderful. You can take 2 a day. You'd want to take this first thing in the morning with your pink drink because the pink drink is going to act like a fertilizer with Vital Biome that is like the seed that is going to just bloom. Great bacteria in your gut specifically that's going to help with anxiety and depression and mood. So this is great if you're in a really high stress. You can take 2 in the morning and 2 midday or 2 at night, and it's totally fine to do that. I've had people do that and they've said that it's really, really helped during a really high stressful season, okay? So I wanted to feature those products. Those can help support your body in so many ways. I hope that this was helpful for you. I've been really looking forward to these Fun Fact Fridays, and we'll continue doing them through August. And if you guys love them, I'll keep doing them. So your comments mean a lot. I take time to put these together, and your support in this wellness lounge. This is your wellness lounge. You can feel free to invite your friends to this lounge, and they can sit back and learn as well. You don't have to be a customer to be here. But I want you to be here and to be learning because I feel like knowledge is power. All right, you guys, have an amazing Friday. We'll talk to you next week.